Hello, this is BJ from Hearns Hobbies, and I'm going to be talking about the Godhand Drillbits, which I have on display here. So what I'm going to do is talk about how these are different from regular drill bits, and then give you a demonstration on how they perform as well. And I think the how they perform is going to show how it's the difference between chalk and cheese with these things. So I've got some standard drill bits here, which you'll find pretty much anywhere. They generally do a fairly good job. Got my pin vise, which I'm going to be mounting them in. And then here we have the various types of Godhand sets. So they've got an A, B, C and D set. Now the A and B set are the general sets, which have over here you've got 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8 and 0.9. And then you've got the B set, which is 1 mil, 1.5 mil, 2 mil, 2.5 mil, and the 3 mil. And then the C and the D are the more specialized sets. These are the in-between 0.1 millimeter difference. So here you've got 1.1 mil in 0.1 increments all the way up to 1.9. And then this side with the D set, you have the 2.1 in 0.1 millimeter increments all the way up to 2.9. So if you get that, you'll have all the in-between ones from 2 to 3. And this one is between 1 to 2. Now let's see, I've got a couple of bits of plastic. I've got a flat bit of plastic here, and then I've got a curved section here, and I'll show you how to use the bits properly. Now I've got a scalpel, which is very handy. Most people would have a scalpel like this. Now you'd use this just to make a quick pilot hole. So it doesn't have to be very deep, it's just a mark, just to allow the bit to stop sliding around. So if we do it on this section here, so all you do is put a mark there, and that's where you need. Okay, so let me show you. Let's try the fine one. It's 0.5 mil. Alright, so on quick. Just having a quick look at these two. Okay, so you see the difference here is plainly obviously. So you've got the basic ones, which are the same diameter all the way through, but the Godhand ones have a 3 mil shank on them. So the shank helps them be, I guess, stronger within the mount. It also allows them to mount truer within a pin vise. Okay, so let's have a quick look. So I've got the right size collet, which I've already put into my pin vise here to accept the 3 mil. So this just drops in. Tighten this up. Okay, and that's ready to use. Okay, so I just got to locate where I've done the pilot hole, which was here. Okay, find the pilot hole. Okay, so that's sitting in the pilot hole, and with one finger up here, that's the rotating part, and the other finger's here, just rotate while keeping it straight. Now this is a fairly thick bit of plastic, so it'll take a few rotations, but you might see towards the bottom where it's cutting, the swarf is coming off very straight and very cleanly. Now that's all the way through. Okay, and so there's a hole. And then you might see the swarf, which is still attached to the pin vise bit, just here. You see how straight that is, like that. It's come off really clean, and then the hole is really clean too. Okay, so I'll do a direct comparison now. So I'll use a standard bit, and we'll do a hole next to it. Okay, so I'll take this out. I'm going to have to spin this so that we get the correct collet size. Let's just... So with these thin ones, you have to be very careful to center them. Let's see how we go here. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, again, I'll do a pilot hole. Alright, so I'm going to do this towards the bottom here. Alright, so there's a pilot hole. Locate, and then drill. Okay, so I'm using the same action. And the first thing you notice is you don't have any really straight, clean swarf coming off. because these are not as sharp. Now, I have a quick look here. You see that after all that action, it's actually only taking off little bits. So it really is grinding its way through. Now it's probably only reached a slight amount. Let's try it again. Let's see. It's definitely not as good as Godhand one. Okay, so there's a thin one. Okay, so just as a demonstration, let's move on to the next size. And we'll try drilling through the same hole. Just open this up. Okay, so that's the hole we started before, was a smaller bit. Let's just keep going. So, same sort of thing. So it's basically just grinding little bits off. So, I mean, eventually this will go through. You can see, it's not great. Okay, let's try the last one. Let's see what it's like. Okay, same hole again. And again, you can see there. So it's going to take a very long time for us to get through there. And that's just basically powdering up, it's just grinding away. Okay, now let me change this over to a Godhand one. And we'll see how quickly it goes through. Change back the collet to the bigger size. Alright, let's find something comparable in size to this one. So let's try this, which is the 1mm. Alright, same hole that we started before. You can already see the swarf coming off very cleanly, and we're already through. That's how easy it is. So you see how clean that swarf is just on my finger? And that shows a real difference between very well cut drill bit blades, as in bits themselves, compared to more standard type bits. And that's a really simple demonstration. So what I'll do now is, so that's going through a flat surface. Now I'll try it on a curved surface too, just to give you an idea. So you use exactly the same technique. So with curved surfaces, there's a good chance of you slipping off. So if we do it on the very edge, again, you make a little mark, just as a guide. Get your bit, find that point. Okay, and then start turning your pin vise. As you turn, see the swarf coming up, just pulling it away from the hole that you're drilling. And that's it, and then we're through. And there you go, another clean hole. And you see again, the swarf, nice long sections of it. Sign of a good bit. And you see how quickly I went straight through. It's a very clean hole, and it's just a pleasure to use, because when you're doing scratch building or building simply, if you're doing little holes for doing mounting up bombs or optional parts on an aircraft, you don't want to be doing this for minutes on end. So very quickly, that's probably 30 seconds, and you're straight through. So that's my demonstration on how to use Godhand's drill bits and how superior they are to standard ones. And I think I'll just keep using a few, and I'll just show you how different holes, different sizes look on the two different bits of plastic. So thanks for watching.